relaxation on the porch. How much?
I think she's like 140.
140 pounds. Half Mastiff, half Black Lab. Goodness gracious. This is a look around from the front porch of Greasy Creek Friendly. And what was your trail name again?
I'm allegedly.
Allegedly Jeff?
Allegedly Jeff.
Nice. Very cool.
Come on. What are you doing? Good girl. Good baby. Good girl. Thank you for getting up.
Open the door. Atta girl. Atta girl. There it is. Last rain of the day. Hopefully. I'm gonna go hiking now. As soon as this stops. Departing the Greasy Creek Friendly. That's the door that you enter, and the trail comes up here. This is the bunkhouse right here. It got dark last night before I could film it, but it's kind of interesting. There's no windows. There's one light inside. When you turn the light off, it's nice and dark. It's great sleeping. I think there's about 8 bunks inside, but yeah, it's a great place. It is a commitment. The 0.6 off the trail, I would say, is worth it. Had an amazing breakfast this morning. No charge. And Gadget and CC are just absolutely delightful people. So, as you're coming down the Forest Service Road off the 0.6 to come down, as soon as you cross that stream right there, you'll see their sign right there, and that's it down through there. So, all right, 0.6 back uphill. That's the only true drawback to this. But I definitely had a really good, relaxing night, and it was a great place to sit and ride out the rain this morning. It came in about 5:45 and stayed until almost 1 o'clock. But it's better than hiking with a super wet pack and super wet clothes. So. All right, more from up the Forest Service Road. Cheers. So according to the GPS and gut hooks, we have hiked the 0.6. It says that the gap is 0 miles back, and I'll throw a picture up right here. But we have at least 0.4. 0.3, 0.4 left to go, because there's a couple of switchbacks and whatnot. So it's definitely 0.6 to a mile. It's definitely not 0.6. I was pretty sure last night and in my yesterday's video when I was at the 0.6 and I wasn't there yet. I think I've become somewhat calibrated on trail distance, and you know, you just kind of feel it after, you know, hundreds of miles. But anywho, it's and I'll explain why I'm saying this once I get up to the gap, but I want to get all the way to the gap and then kind of give you a read on how long it took to get back up there and the distance that I thought it was. Okay, as you're coming back up the trail, make sure that when you get to this rock, actually stump, red stump right here, that is not the right direction. At the red stump, take a right, that's a switchback. It goes back up to the trail, so make sure you catch the switchback. Oh, look at that. I just noticed it. Brilliant. Should paint that red as well. All right, probably about 0.2 or so from the top, 0.1 maybe. It's a climb. That's level, and that's what we came up. And that's where we're going. Okay, back to the gap. Once you see that sign, you're back to the gap, and right back there behind me is a white blaze. But the importance of this video is it's Gut Hooks is a great app as long as you're on the trail, but once you're off the trail, it's all by how the crow flies. So once you're down at the hostel, it is 0.6. The moral of the story is CC and Gadget are amazing people, and even though they're a mile off the trail and it is a hike down there and it is a double hike back because it's uphill, no flat footing or anything, they don't ask you to come down there. There's nothing that suggests false advertising or anything else. It's a haul down there and it's a haul back. So when you get back to this sign up here, don't make a bad review because it was a hard hike. Nobody asked you to do it. So just remember that. They're good people and they're getting some bad reviews because people are complaining about the distance off of the trail. Don't go down there. I don't think I have anybody on this channel that would complain about it because at this point, you know, nearly 400 miles in, everybody's conditioned to make that hike. And I'll tell you right now, after, you know, 13 and some change yesterday, it was absolutely well worth it. And when all that rain came through this morning and last night, I was so pleased to have done it. So anyway, no bad reviews for Greasy Creek friendly. All right, enough of that. I'm done ranting. I'm gonna get hiking. Cheers. All right, everything counts now. Ooh, Autumn Blaze, back on trail. And by the way, it's it took me 45 minutes to come back up. Fast hikers can do it, I'm sure, quicker than that, but 45 minutes at a, I was taking a pretty steady strain. I mean, I was moving, so anyway, it's beautiful. It's amazing. Oh, and the elevation change is almost 600 feet from where you start down at the Friendly to back up to the AT. The AT's over 4,000 feet, and I think we were down around 34 and some change down there, so things are looking good. Just hiking along and being incredibly grateful for this trail right here. A while back, I shared with you about a 25-year-old big kahuna, lives in Savannah, college graduate, doing an amazing job. Well, the next one in line, 21-year-old, who I went to New York for her graduation, gets her trail name today, and it's Butterfly. The reason her trail name is Butterfly is not only is she absolutely beautiful, but it's inside and out. And a few videos back, I had a butterfly land on my backpack, and of course it prompted me to look it up. And it's a rebirth, it's a new beginning, and I think what's amazing about her is she is always seeking to reinvent herself. She graduated from college a few weeks ago, and she also got accepted to grad school and got the school to pay for it. So she's going to stay in New York and she's going to go to grad school, and she works for the university, and she has started a YouTube channel, and she's been doing it for a while, but she only had a couple of subscribers. But you know, it's a beautiful thing to be able to admire the children or the young people in your life. You know, she's as much of an adult as any of us, and I always want to do what I can to help her, but she's such an independent and just amazing person, and really excited to get to see her next weekend in Tampa. But in the meantime, I would ask that for all the folks that view my videos, look in the link under the description and go subscribe to her channel. If you have young ladies, if you have, you know, 18 to 25-year-olds, and you know, they want an idea of what life at that age looks like when you're independent, self-sufficient, college educated, looking for your way in the world, and fearless, and never afraid to just be herself. She's wonderful, and she's a wonderful example for her two younger sisters, one of which is G-Biz, and she got her trail name from Butterfly. G-Biz left for Stanford yesterday. She's gonna be a senior in high school this coming fall, but she was accepted to a summer session, and she's going to be taking 11 college credits from Stanford University. Look it up. That's the #2 university in the world. And of course, her dream is to go to the #1 university, which is MIT. But anyway, it's wonderful to raise children that can be great role models for not only everybody but their siblings as well. So just really proud of her, and if there's anything that I can do to support her here on this channel, it's to ask that you guys would go over there and subscribe and see what she's doing. Okay, thank you for everyone doing that. Phone had moved to videotape that last segment going uphill. I'm just glad the camera wasn't pointed at me so you didn't have to see me breathing so hard. I started that video on a nice flat spot, and then man, the trail just went up, up, and up, so I was too stubborn to turn it off. All right, anyway, Butterfly, go subscribe to her page. Make me happy. I know it'll make her happy. She's worth it. Cheers. Reality is started the day at 3,500. And Roan Mountain is at 6,250, I think, the highest part of Roan Mountain. Can't get there unless you go uphill. So it's been lots of up today, lots more to go. All right, north just a little bit, seeing if I could pick up a phone signal, data blazing, as the bait bolt boys would put it. So I'm headed back southbound to the shelter entrance, and wind's picking up, the clouds are coming over pretty quickly, and the thunder is picking up with intensity, so it's definitely getting closer. I'll go down here to the shelter and grab a snack and see what we got. Here's the shelter trail. Get down. Little blue blaze right there. Oh, there's a brighter one up here. Just love the blue blazes. To experience this with me. This is a muddy trail. Lots of roots. So what I don't want to do is keep going up and have a thunderstorm come over. So you can see the shelter up through the trees. And what I really want to do is plan out tomorrow so that I've got adequate cover, because tomorrow is supposed to be a really tumultuous rain, thunderstorm, kind of severe weather kind of day. But I want to get over Roan. So a little planning going to take place there. All right, here's the shelter. Kind of quaint up in here. All right, so most of the time out here, if I don't have an LTE signal where I can access data, I at least have that either Verizon 1X or extended 1X signal, which is good for just texting. And so, in lieu of looking at the radar, I texted somebody I trust to look at the radar. So I sent Kaizen a text, and thankfully she was in a position that she could take a look at the radar, determine my position and which way the rain and stuff was moving, and she predicted that it would skirt this area, which I completely trust her. So I'm hiking towards Little Rock Knob. It's a uphill. It's close to 5,000 feet, and supposed to be awesome views to the northwest. Hoping for a sunset. It's supposed to be a good view. So I think I'm gonna try to camp there tonight, and then I'm gonna get up super early and see if I can't make it to Ash Gap ride out the storm in the morning time, and then between the morning break and the afternoon roll through, try to summit roan and, you know, duck into the shelter as necessary to avoid the severe rain, severe weather, and then move on from there. So again, that's the plan for now. A mile from now, I'll tell them what the plan is going to be. So more later. These little guys are so cool. Where you going, pal? Pretty cool. Fascinated by their bright orange color. That bright orange, because I get a 14 double E just ready to snuff them out if I don't see them. Well, by accident, of course. I would never step on a creature out here. Trail karma's a nasty thing. So, all right, starting the final climb up to the Little Rock Knob. So, turn this off so I'm not gasping. It's still clear. Kaizen was spot on, as she always is. So appreciate you. All right, more later. Cheers. Trail is exceptionally cool through here. We're about 0.3 from the top up there. That should be the top of Little Rock Knob. So still plenty of trees around, which is good. But the trail is just really cool as it winds among these rocks and goes up and down. Quite beautiful. All right. More from the top. At the top of Little Rock Knob. Right down there is Danimal.
What's up?
Who scared away my bear. 200-pounder on the way up here, and he was just minutes ahead of me, but he had to scare it off.
Sorry.
That's all good. Hopefully it went southbound and didn't come north. Just an absolute beautiful view from up here. Incredible. All right, I think the plan is to find a place to
so I got a campsite if you keep going up about 100 yards on the left.
Sweet. Are there trees for hammocking?
Yeah, absolutely.
We're in good shape then.
Yeah,
awesome.
I kind of got all my gear drying out, so it's kind of all over the place.
All right, you're gonna put your clothes back on before you come back to the camp, right?
Yeah, no promises.
All right, man. Call it that Unaka Mountain over there. I came across that mountain yesterday and covered all the territory to here. That's crazy to think. And again, the AT gives you an opportunity to make a mistake. Wow. Right there is where that $120 Christmas tree you paid for came from. Big business, North Carolina. Realization that you've pitched your tent under the Widowmaker. Wrapping up for the evening. It's a little bit after 7. Bear bags hung with care. Got storms coming in a little while. Thunder's happening right now. I'm trying to figure out what laid all that grass down right there. So it's quite interesting. Dan on his way up here, Danimal is his trail name, encountered a 200-pound bear on the side of the trail, and he obviously scared it off before I got there because I never see it. So anyway, a lot of bear den type places up here, but yeah, it was pretty interesting. We were trying to figure out. This is an interesting ground pattern. Not from a tent because it's not a level. So, anywho, we've got severe thunderstorms rolling in here. Should hit about 8:45 or so. I've got a good LTE signal so I can watch it on radar. And we've tied everything down well, and gonna get my setup and put today's video together and plan out how to hike around the rain tomorrow and go from there. All right, hope everybody has a good one. Just thought I would film this. This is pretty cool. The wind blowing in, definitely from the west. We know exactly where the storms are coming from because we can see them on radar. we've determined that that is the actual summit of the mountain right there. That's the highest thing around. So this will be my first mountain, I think, my first summit camp, which is kind of cool. And hoping that these trees will break up the wind and storms that come through. If this video gets posted, that means I made it, because I don't think I've got a signal strong enough to post them up here. But, it's going to be interesting to see how this pans out. I'll try to film some from my hammock when the storms hit. They're supposed to hit about 8:30 or so, and 45-mile-an-hour gusts and severe thunder, lightning, and all the works. So let's see how it goes. Right out through there.